Hello everybody, I wanted to share with you a little glitch into the Black Garden. Basically what you want to do is you want to go to Mars and hit the patrol. Now typically to get into the Black Garden you would go off to the right and go to the Valley of the Kings and through the portal. However, with this method you want to travel to the left and go down here to the Buried City. Once you're in the Buried City, next to this wall here, you want to use the Sparrow glitch to get through the wall there. Just boost up as soon as you mount when you're facing the wall. Just follow my little path here, and then when you jump over this wall, you'll start loading, and you'll enter the Freehold station. And then as you'll get on top of this tunnel here, you'll load into a Tharsis Junction. Now, this is a zone that really doesn't have a cap for the invisible wall above you, so you can pretty much jump as high as you want, which is an interesting zone just to explore in itself. But as we're in the Tharsis Junction here, just follow my path. You'll make your way down here into the entranceway to the Black Garden. Now it looks like this might be something that might come up in a future DLC, because as you can see there, the Tharsis Junction does connect here directly to the Black Garden. Now once you make your way all the way over to the other side, you'll find yourself in the Valley of the Kings, which is that public zone, and you'll see some people that enter here. This is actually the starting spot for when you are going through the mission. Something interesting I found is that little spot up there that I was in, if you stay up there, people will actually spawn into the zone. Not sure if that you need to be up there or not, but I did find it interesting that you could kind of mingle with people in here in this room. Now if they go too far forward from that spot, they'll actually enter their own mission zone where they aren't able to respawn, or there's delayed respawning. Now I did manage to get this guy to follow me up to on top of this little area here, so we went up there and we kind of explored together. Just some random stranger, I don't know him, and I found it kind of humorous that he was able to follow me up here. Now typically in the Valley of Kings, you would enter the portal, and through the portal it'll bring you to that little zone there. So basically on top here you kind of can see the other side of the Valley of the Kings. There's a big gap in between this little island here and the actual mainland there. So you'll see everybody over there doing their thing, and we're way out here in the middle of nowhere, kind of just laughing at what's going on. Now we made our way back down to the entrance here. I didn't want this guy to get lost up here and not be able to finish his mission, so I did end up showing him the way back down. He did have a few struggles. He ended up dying a bit, so I kind of fast forward it here just a little bit. But eventually he does manage to make his way, him or hers way, back down to where we came out from. And from here, we do a little dance. We're excited. Hey, I just found something cool. And then he goes on his way. So as you can see, he'll disappear there. He'll go into his own instance. And from here, I'm inside, and as you can see, there's no other monsters in here because this is a glitch. I'm not doing the mission right now, so you don't have to fight anything. Now, as I get to the part which brings me to the Black Garden, typically you'd go off to the right, and face the numerous bad guys there, until you can make your way into towards the heart of the garden. Now there is a little way you can make it around here, and actually my first time up here I did find one of those dead ghosts up here, so take a look around when you're up there, and you'll probably find it yourself. But yeah, typically behind me there's that force field that will block you from going through, so this is the only way inside here. But once in, you'll notice, hey, I can jump pretty much as high as I want. I think when you're in the mission there is a cap on how high you can jump, but I could be wrong. And typically you would do the mission part where you'd have to activate the gate, and then a beam of light would bust it open. Well, not really bust it open, but you know what I mean. And I found this an interesting way to get inside the gate without actually having to open it, so I was lucky to do so. Without this little wall here, I wouldn't be able to get through. Basically, you jump on that ledge, you jump up here, and there's like an invisible barrier there up top, so you can't jump over the gate. But I was just giving it a try. It was my first time getting up there, so I was just giving it a shot, see if I could get up there. And what you need to do is just come down here. You'll kind of go underneath the gate, and right here there's like a piece of land and grass right there, and you kind of want to jump over and around and try and get up on top of that piece of grass there. Once you do so, you'll be able to jump even higher, and you can get on top of this invisible ledge, which will allow you to jump over and inside the zone itself. So as you can see, I'm up on that invisible ledge, and then just make a high jump, and you'll jump right over. Now, of course, I'm doing this with my warlock, so it might be a little bit easier with a warlock or a hunter. Not sure if Titan can make it through, but yeah, this is basically it. I'm inside the zone where the heart would typically be, and then you can you know, kind of explore a little bit. Usually through the mission, when you're in this part of the zone, you know, you don't have time. There's that countdown timer which kicks you out, so this gives me an opportunity to see exactly what is you know, beyond the heart, where the heart sits. Now, as you can see, I'm shooting here and there, and basically your gun will leave a mark on any surface that is something that's physically there. A lot of times there's surfaces that are invisible, like the wall I just walked through, and you could end up falling off the edge. So to be very careful, but this is as far as I can make it. You can't jump on that ledge there, that circular ledge there, but it looks like that wall in front of the circular ledge is something you can stand on. Now, anybody here that's watching this video has probably seen the video of the guy making his way outside of the mission zone, you know, on top of this landmass here. And this is the old way of how to get out of there. So basically, I found a way inside the instance without dealing with the mission itself. And then I just wanted to see if there's anything different on the outside of this area here. So I used that one guy's method to, you kind of have to run through right here, and you'll make your way through. And then after this, you'll make your leap of faith around the corner here. I was just seeing if there's anything else I can get higher on, but it didn't look like there was. So yeah, basically make your leap of faith, and you'll get to the outside of the Black Garden entranceway. And then once up here, I wanted to see what was ahead. Ahead of the path where you would enter the Black Garden itself. And when I got over here, I did find something interesting. There was a part of the zone, I didn't really find anything up here, I'm sorry. But yeah, there was a part of the zone which kind of shows a portion of the Black Garden. I was trying to make it as high as I could, because there is a cap on how high you can go in this part. And yeah, there you go. You see that there is a little bit of green over there, a little bit of landmass, and that's where you would enter the Black Garden. And I wanted to see if there was a possibility I could make it over there, but there's a visible barrier that prevents you from getting to that part. Anyways, that was all I had for you. I hope you enjoy this glitch. This is probably one of the biggest zones in the game when you enter from the Buried City into the Freehold Station, into Tharsis Junction, and finally into the Black Garden. And then you can make your little side trip to the Valley of the Kings, kind of play with somebody if you want, make a little dance group and show them that little entrance way to the outside of the zone up in that corner there. But yeah, share this with your friends. Appreciate it if you like the video, to just hit that like button and leave your comments below.